Hello, my name is Jordan, and I am presenting my project proposal. The name of my app is called VT Ipper. Hope you enjoy. The overview of this project is: have you ever been into a restaurant where you have thoroughly enjoyed your meal and the service you received? Have you ever wanted to give your waiter or wait staff a little something extra? I am introducing the VT Ipper, an iOS and Android tip calculator. The goals of this project are to create a tip calculator for both iOS and Android devices. And the goal of the app is to avoid those awkward conversations about tipping at the dinner table. Today we're going to outline the steps that we will take to create VT Ipper. The first is to understand the project, which we already have done. The goal is to create a tipping program for iOS and Android. Our next step we're going to take is to design it, and then we are going to code it, and then we are going to test it. What the app will do is that it will calculate the tip to give to the waiter or waitress. It will allow the bill to be split. It will tell both the user the total of their bill as well as the tip as well as the final total. And it will display this using a graphical interface or GUI. This app is for anybody that wishes to tip. It could be your delivery driver, your Uber or Lyft driver, your waiter or waitress, your bartender, your valet, and many more. So this is a mock-up of what it might look like. The user would input the bill total here. They would either input a tip percentage or use one of the pre-selected ones. The tip total will be displayed down here, and it is organized so that a user at first glance will be able to look at it and see that the tip total plus the bill total is the final total for the bill. The user could also split the bill, and again, as before, it uses a symbol to show that this is divided by this, which is equal to this. So if the user wanted to split the bill, they would put the number in their party there, and each person would be what each person would pay down here. This below is a section for advertisements. As with most iOS and Android applications, they are not free or they have an advertisement. The app would also have an option to be paid, and that would remove the advertisement. This is the flowchart for the app. The user would start it. They would input their bill total, and they would be asked, does the user put in preset tips? Obviously, it goes through, does the user tip 10, 15, 20, 25, or 30%? And if they don't, it defaults to here the same way if they would not put in here. The program will next then calculate the tip. The program will then display the tip and ask if the user needs to split the bill. If they do, the program will split the bill and display the output. If they do not, the program will display the tip total and bill total. It will then ask the user, do they need to calculate another bill? If they do, it reroutes itself back to the beginning of the program. If not, it ends the program. This is the UML diagram for the program. It has two classes, TipCalc and TipCalc2. In the TipCalc is just the start of the program. It almost immediately gets out of here and goes into TipCalc2, which is where most of the calculation is done. Your variables are your build total, your tip total, your tip final, your split bill, your percent, your final total, and your people. There is also, and the methods for this would be your input screen, your tip calculator, your answer, and your invalid answer. Your invalid answer would be used if the user incorrectly answered the question in answer, and at the end of answer it would loop to the beginning called input screen if the user needed to calculate another bill. This is the pseudocode for the project. As stated before, it starts and then gets almost immediately into the tip calculator too. It imports all the necessary packages, declares all the variables, and then gets directly into the methods. That's about it. That's the end of my project. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.